K-Rock, Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews, MARR Rock Show. We are back with the guys in Violence and Vanity. Guys, welcome back to the show.
Hello! What's up?
Hey, the spirits are high tonight, man. It's a good night. So tell everybody about what's going on tonight here, this show.
Well, tonight it is Guns Out of Sundown's CD release. It is, what are they doing? Dark Horizons is the name of their CD, and it's like highly anticipated. Everybody's digging it so far. I already have the tracks. I've already listened to it. They're amazing. Like,
and they told you not to tell anybody that, right?
Yeah, exactly. But all the bands on this bill, Seventh Seal, Through the Wake, they're really good friends of ours. So it's honestly like a friend show, the whole night. So it's going to be a great time.
So, hey, I want to talk about the new single, Where We Divide. Who wants to tell us a little bit about the story behind that tune and everything that's got going on?
Yeah. Where We Divide was actually, we wrote that as a band. Kind of was like one of our second songs, I think, guys, wasn't it?
It was. Second or third.
Yeah, second or third we got going. And it was one of those songs that everything just clicked. Like, as we were just jamming, it just popped. Just everything. The music came together perfectly, and the lyrics kind of flung out, and it's kind of pulling the story around it kind of deal. It's about, everybody gets down with luck kind of deal and throwing a line, but not everybody likes the help, and you can take it as deep or as light as you want, but especially somebody suffering from any kind of addiction or anything like that, they can only help themselves in the end, but you can't help but help them kind of deal. So kind of a somber song, but at the same point, we like to keep it a little hard hitting, kind of deal. So.
And I got to mention Tony Corelli. He owns the Deep End Studios.
Yeah.
He recorded that song, and I say it all the time. He's the fifth member of Violence and Vanity. He really went to bat with mixing and mastering and keeping everything consistent, because it's been a process with recording with him. He's so in demand and so busy that we've taken every song in pieces and stuff like that, and to that end, it gets the consistency. It comes into play, like you record a guitar track, you record a bass track, and then when you come back, you either don't like it or you love it, and you try to match it. And he's really done a great job with keeping everything consistent with us. And he's, I praise him to the day I die. He's amazing at what he does.
So can't help but notice there's a new face in the crowd here. So who wants to introduce your new bass player and talk all about him?
This is Jamie.
Yeah.
He's also in other projects. One of them being Pear Dry. We've been very good friends with him for years now, knowing him through the music scene, and we're glad to have him aboard.
Say hi, Jamie.
What's going on?
He plays a mean kazoo.
I'm very
beatbox occasionally.
I really enjoy a nice didgeridoo solo act on the side. Yeah.
So if anybody's familiar with like Baltimore music and like the Baltimore music scene, the shindig is very popular around here, and Jamie had a really, really big hand in keeping that process together. He's worked the shindig since
first 3 years.
Yeah.
I was an intern, and then I got hired back to do freelance promotion, and then I was the volunteer coordinator for the actual show itself.
It's a shame it's not happening this year, man.
Yeah.
But hey, back, what you can do.
Okay, so no pressure, but there's a new feature, guys, that you have out a lot called Dave's Dad Joke of the Day. Do you want to tell us about that?
Oh man. Well, you hit us with a curveball. We didn't know this was going to happen. But, all right, so there's a running thing that happens in our band. Dave he's got the best sense of humor out of anybody in this band. Like, it just finds humor in everything, and he's
got the best sense of humor, but the worst sense of humor all at the same time.
So he tells these like fantastic jokes that you're just like, oh my god, like
the type of joke that makes you uncomfortable and want to leave the room. Those are the kind of jokes that he will tell you.
Pretty sure I cried at the last 4.
You have to go online to check them out. But
Do you have one in your pocket, or is it too much pressure? Do you want to think about it?
all right. We got Jamie feeding Dave a line right now. Right. Set up.
So I got set up here a little bit, but German jokes are the worst.
That's it.
That was drier than like.
I was waiting for the punchline because you took that long draw on the drink, and that's what you're the video.
The setup is what makes it. It's all about the setup. And hashtag Dave's dad joke of the day. We do it every time we go to practice. He has like 50 of them in the bank, and he just chooses one for whatever day.
I think about him in the morning on the way to work, where my mind is blank. And you just drive, and it's like, what's a musical fish? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
So still, I'm loving the tune Beyond the Dark. I liked it the first time I heard it. Tell me a little bit about the imagery behind the video, the lyric video, and what that is.
You know, like the imagery behind it. Dave has he writes all the lyrics. Like he does every. You know, we write all the music, and Dave usually has an idea of how the song is supposed to go, and he has all the lyrics written basically before he presents it to us. And the lyric video for that, I kind of came up with the imagery to it, and to me, it really represented what's come and gone, what's loved and lost, and that's why, in my mind, there's something else out there. There's something beyond the dark, and you get this all the time where people when they get to a point where they get senile or they like kind of lose their minds, they're still very much there, but their body's broken down. They get old, but they're very much still there, and that's what I really got from the lyrics. So that's where the imagery comes behind, where there's a old lady looking in the mirror and she's still young in her eyes. That's how I take it. Music is all about perception. Perception is reality, and they'll take it to any avenues that they think. But
so one of the things that's kind of hidden in this band is the kind of cool harmonizing the two of you do. I noticed it right away the first time I saw you. So here's no pressure with everybody standing here. Cody, have you ever thought about donating lead vocals on a tune?
Nothing is impossible. I am more than welcome to doing that. The thought hasn't really crossed my mind so much, just because Dave is incredible at what he does. And
by the way, I wasn't detracting from you.
Oh no! I hope you were. But I mean, I'm always down for a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Wise man once said.
So, do you guys have some upcoming shows you want to talk about, or tell us what's on the near horizon for the band?
We do have a show with Small Town Titans in Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
It's a big homecoming show for them in Buchanan at Tubby's free show. It's on April 8th.
Cool. Good friends of the Army Rock Show, Small Town Titans. We love those guys. How'd you guys hook up with them?
Have you seen them a bunch?
Oh my God, yeah.
Are they good live? Like I've never seen them. Or
let me tell you something. Small Town Titans is one of those bands, and there's only a few that I know of that other bands come out. Like if they're touring with a national band, the national bands come out and watch them. They will get your attention. They're a fantastic live band.
Nice. College with Phil and Johnny.
Oh, nice,
so
nice.
I've known them for 6 years.
We are huge fans of that band. So when is that show? One more time. I'm sorry.
April 8th in Buchanan at Tubby's.
So you guys got 3 singles out. Is there a full album in the works? I know you said how busy it was with Tony and all that. So talk about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So full album's probably going to be pushing out close to June. When I say full album, it's gonna be about 7 tracks, I think. We got some, a couple other tunes that we've done live occasionally. They're gonna be a little softer, a little bit. We might start bringing it back a little bit more. But really looking forward to the dynamic of this album. We got a lot of heavy. We got some light. We got some medium.
That's you guys.
Yeah. It's good to keep it fresh and keep it interesting and try not to keep it one long song. You know what I mean? It's like. The attention span of everything, plus the attention span of us. We all have pretty bad ADD, so it's like...
Oh, God. We'll go from one thing to the next within 15 minutes.
We've been wanting to put out something we're overdue big time. But like I said, getting in with the guy that really brings us out the best, Tony Corelli. It takes time, and... but we're so psyched to get this. Oh yeah, we're so psyched to get this first album out. Can't wait to start pushing it. Can't wait for ears to start hearing it, and then start working on the second one right away. Just get right back in.
And being that this will be our debut album, we're very conscious of that. We've all been in bands. We've all done the local circuit and stuff like that, and we've learned from stuff that we've done. We really want to come out with a bang with our debut album. We're not going to put out anything. We're not going to put anything out that doesn't represent us fully, is not competitive with the market that we're playing to. So we're taking our time with it. It seems like a long time. It seems like a long process, and it has been. But we only put out good stuff, hopefully, and it's been received well so far. So
you guys are a great live band. We love seeing you guys live. We have from day one, from the first time we saw you. And is there?
I know you're busy.
Is there hope for you guys touring? I know how hard that is to do. To go out on tour, you got to give up your life and sacrifice everything.
Sight in the future.
Yes.
It is. The talk has already been made about the touring and stuff like that. We were even going to try to do small little tours here throughout the summer, especially. It's working up to it,
man.
Yep. But eventually we'll make our way to a full length tour.
Until one of us hits the lottery and says let's quit our jobs. Just
we're banking on that lottery money. So we are playing tonight with Guns Out of Sundown, and then they are doing their Western Maryland release in Barton Fire Hall tomorrow night, which is the whatever of March. I don't know what the date is today.
26, because that's tomorrow.
So
it's like he's already won.
So we're doing that with them. So the tours come about where just being cool with people, and Guns Out of Sundown has really kind of taken us under their wing. We're not really in the same market as them. They're a good bit harder than us, and for them to be like, hey, you guys want to play with us at our Western release as well? It's really cool of them. Really, really cool of them. So as those opportunities arise, and we just kind of be cool with a bunch of people, we'll jump on a bunch of shows. So
it's so funny. I've always not pigeonholed you, but if I was going to put you on a tour, I got you with that 10 years Chevelle kind of vibe, and I've always kind of felt you fit in with that.
Oh, well, when you get us on that.
I'm working on it.
That's fine. Totally.
I got Jesse on speed dial for 10 years right here. Let's just wave of the hand.
Open for years ago. He'll remember me. Come on.
Well, Dave, you sing Dave does acoustic stuff every so often. He does 10 years.
Oh, I know.
He does 10 years to a T.
It's a great comparison. So.
Yeah.
Hey, the band's Violence and Vanity, guys. Looking forward to your show tonight. Thanks for being here on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.